Goddamn, guys. Goddamn.
You know, of all episodes to say goddamn, it would be this
It's a
one. Um, wow, we are finally here. We obviously announced this last week. The news ever since last week, or I'm sorry, the week has been ridiculously slow.
a very slow week.
And it has just been every single second, counting down to this day has felt like a fucking eternity. Um, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. I didn't know how I'd feel coming into this episode, and I promise it's not as bad as it seems.
It's really as bad as we're making it up to feel.
I guess when we get done delivering the message, I guess the reason it feels so odd is because it's gonna be such a big change.
Mm-hmm.
But in saying that, um, it's not as bad as I swear
It's really not as bad as we're making it feel.
I know. I want you guys to know before we talk about what we talk about. Just keep in mind I'm an emotional dude, okay? And a lot of people may see this as corny, right? And that's okay. For me, um, sometimes being corny just means you care, right? So,
Exactly.
Gotti, bro, what's wrong with Gotti, bro? He thinks we're cutting AEW.
I can't cut AEW. I can't cut fucking Rex from Toy Story, bro. I gotta talk
Come
about
on,
Shamanti.
come on, Andy.
Andy, he's gonna throw us out.
Oh man. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are here today for not episode 331, even though there could potentially be some
I
news
get
we
the
talk about today. um,
Yeah, we might get to some news.
for sure. We do have news. It all depends on really how we feel afterwards and how you guys feel. If you guys would love to stick around and talk some news with us, then obviously we would love to have you guys, man. But um, so before we get into everything, how is everybody doing? Thank you guys for joining us for another edition of NHP. This is the What's Next? The Future of NHP episode. If this is your first time watching and you guys do not know how the show works, every Friday we're on here at 3 p.m. Central with the news. Every Monday at After Raw, we're on here with Unscripted. And for the pay-per-views for both AEW and WWE, we're live directly afterwards with the post-show review. And with that, if you guys do want to catch all the episodes on all platforms, that is Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live every Monday and every Friday, and for the pay-per-views for both WWE and AEW. For the post-show reviews, man, if you guys also have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Links at the top description of this very video, where you can find the slept on since 2020 design, as well as all the other OG designs live on there as we speak again. That is bonfire.com. The link is at the top of the description of this very video, man. And with that, if this is your first time watching and you do not know who we are here at Notorious Heels, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this show. And as for the other half, we got my guy Sergey here. Sergey, go ahead and inform the people on what it is you are smiling about this evening.
Oh man, I'm smiling here with you guys. It's always a reason to smile. And I might have to take that one with me for a little bit, man. I might have to take the real reason with me, man, because just sometimes you just gotta hold it in, man, and you just gotta let it out in the future, man, in the future. But overall, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's been a slow as fuck week to get into this episode, man. But we're finally here, man. But It wasn't a bad week, man. Really wasn't a bad week. It was pretty normal, man. Tried Assassin's Creed Shadows, and
Okay.
man, I really wanted to like it, and I just really didn't like it, man. I mean, the combat, very fun, very fun. And then almost any of the other gameplay, I did not like, man. I did not like the way, you had to walk around and find everything. I didn't really even like the a lot of the controls for a lot of stuff. Like you had to like there was a look mechanic to look for like items and resources, but there's also eagle vision. So you have two separate like vision modes you had to do two separate completely different things. I felt like that fucking horse never fucking ran fast when I would be on it. Man, they game just kept piling on just gameplay stuff I didn't like. Story really wasn't bad at all. I was intrigued, but man, I did like the little base mechanic though, the little base building thing. I did like that. That was really nice. Um, and the combat was incredible, man. But I couldn't with everything else gameplay wise with that game. I really couldn't, man. I finished, obviously mentioned it last time, finished Spider-Man 2 and I re-downloaded Spider-Man 1 Remastered, man. I got to, man.
Of
And I
course.
also re-downloaded Days Gone, man. So it's been kind of a classics, man. Been kind of playing some classics lately, man. Is it part way to keep my mind occupied for this week? 100%. But it's still fun either way, man. And I'm here with you guys. And I'm being here with you guys, man. So, like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? How's everyone doing watching the replay? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right, man. I am doing all right. About as good as it's going to get for this week, man. It's been a hectic week trying to figure everything out with me, but doing good. Doing good, man. Yeah, just chilling, man. Just chilling. Got been finding a healthy balance between Assassin's Creed Shadows, re-downloaded Spider-Man 2, and
Good.
a little bit of NBA 2K in there, even though I haven't really got to that much in the past couple days. But Manager Logan, myself, and Sir K, we're having a little sports chat, and it definitely gave me the basketball itch. So I'm probably gonna be playing that a little bit tonight. But
Hey,
um, man, yeah, just chilling, man. Just chilling, trying to figure out what's next. Quite literally in every phase of my life. But other than that, wanted to give a
you
very special shout out to a couple days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. We heard officially of the retirement of one of the greatest point guards of definitely my generation. One of the greatest point guards of all time, Russell Westbrook, has announced his retirement
know,
from the National Basketball Association, man. And man, it's really crazy. It's really crazy, man, that like our generation is really retiring, bro. It's definitely crazy. It was crazy when I heard the news that Russ was finally hanging it up. Um, Man, so crazy. I have so many great memories watching Russell Westbrook while he was obviously on that super young and super talented Thunder team back in 2012, man, and really the sky just could have been the limit for them. Obviously him and KD had an amazing run, and it was so sad to see them break up, man, because I really loved that Thunder team with Russ and KD on there, man. It was really awesome to see growing up. Um, really awesome to see growing up. Obviously, one of the best statistic point guards out there. This dude literally averaged a triple double at one point, maybe even multiple seasons. I have to refresh my memory, but truly one of the greatest point guards we ever seen, and a guy that I think was very undervalued in the later half of his career. I really think he can contribute as a role player to any team, man. Obviously, he's not in the form of his career where he's, MVP Westbrook. Obviously, he can't be the star of a team, but I actually really liked Westbrook on the Nuggets when he was a role player for them. I actually really liked his role. I really wish they had kept him. Towards the later half of his career, man. But after 18 seasons, it definitely sucks to see him retire, man. But thank you, Brody, for everything you did for the league. Thank you for all the memories, man. Thank you so much for all the memories, and truly wish you the best in your retirement. So thank you to Brody, and I really wish we would have got I really wish we would have got a reunion with him and KD towards the end of his career. I really wish that was something that ended up happening, which I do remember hearing about him. I do remember hearing about Houston considering him, which I thought would have been really cool for that sake, man. But obviously, it didn't turn out that way. But nonetheless, thank you to Russell Westbrook. All right. That's pretty much all I got for how I'm doing. Now to the big stuff. To the big potato stuff, as they say.
It's true.
Okay, brother. I have prepared a speech for you all.
Okay.
I have prepared a speech. Typically, I am not one to like to write things down. However, I've kind of thinking about this for a while, and it is very important to me that I do not forget anything. I do not forget to cover anything. So last week I made this document. I am prepared, or lack thereof, to read it for you all.
That's really how it is.
So, I made this last week. I titled it "Thank You, NHP." Gotti, you're not helping. Wait, hold on. Okay, wait, say that again. I put you on mute. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. And
Sorry.
that title ain't helping, man. That is very sad sounding title. It doesn't help the case.
Yeah, it's not helping me at all. I am. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Okay, brother. Here we go, man. All right, Sir K, if you don't mind, I'm gonna hit the button now. Okay. Okay, this guy's worse than me already. This is crazy. All right, I titled this a week ago. Thank you, NHP. All right, here goes nothing. I feel like I've said this for like 3 minutes now. Here goes nothing. Almost 7 years ago, Sir K and I started what we know and what is known as the Notorious Hills Podcast, or NHP. We had one goal in mind. At the time, and that was early 2020. And we had the goal in mind for a little bit at that time. But early 2020, I still remember being at my mom's house, sitting on the edge of my bed, and making the logo. I remember making the logo. I remember downloading that stupid fucking Create Myself emoji app, and making some quite odd illustrations of ourselves to put in a logo. But dare I say, that logo is classic. We had one goal in mind, and that was to simply bring our PlayStation Party wrestling conversations to other wrestling fans to connect. We've went hard at this for almost 7 years. I haven't even got past the first fucking paragraph. What the fuck? We've been hard at this for almost 7 years. Although I write this with so much optimism for the future of NHP, I also write this with a heavy heart. A lot of amazing memories, a lot of amazing laughs, and all of you that I have met along the way. It means the world to me. Unfortunately, things will have to change with NHP. The decision is not easy, but it's something that just has to be done. Just something that has to be done in this stage of my life. You know, a tissue would have been great right now. Do I have any? No, I don't. This is wonderful. I love being Johnny, being me. For all of you on NHP, and whatever that means to you, whether you think I'm hilarious, whether you think I'm annoying, whether you think I don't know what I'm talking about, whether you think I'm a mark, whatever it is, I love coming on here and being myself for all of you guys. However, as I try to navigate finding a career, the time for NHP will not be there for me as a 24-year-old man, as opposed to when I was an 18-year-old young man. As of now, NHP will be taking a leave of absence. When we come back, things will likely be a lot different, as we try to figure out a new way to go about how we do this show. I have thought a lot about a lot of different ways we can go about doing the show. And the next time you see us, hopefully that vision looks a lot clearer. I'm sorry I don't have all the answers right now. However, there is a lot of uncertainty. For now, this is the end of NHP, but only as we know it. This is very hard. This has been a very hard thought process, and it's very easy for me to be hard on myself. It's very easy to feel like I'm giving up on myself. It's very easy for me to feel like I'm giving up on NHP. It's very easy to feel like I'm letting a lot of you down. Although that may not be the reality of the situation, that's the reality of my thought process. On the bright side, change is not always a bad thing. And it could be for the better, no matter how hard it is to come to terms with. But on this day, as it is, it's still very hard to think about missing things. It's still very hard to think about not being here on a Monday. It's still very hard to think about not being here on a Friday. It's very hard to think about missing, or the potential of missing big pay-per-view post-show reviews with you guys. But for now, and just for now, this is the way it has to be. I would like to take this time to thank all of you for allowing me to come on here. For allowing the guy who hardly has any family, the guy who constantly feels like he's too weird for everybody, the guy who's felt misunderstood his whole life, to feel like your family. To feel like I can be myself. Whether we agreed, disagreed, you guys always made me feel like I mattered. You guys made me feel like you enjoyed coming to hang out with me and Sir K. feel accepted. You guys made me feel cool. And as corny as that may sound, it's really something I cannot be grateful enough for. Thank you for all the time you guys spent wanting to listen to a wrestling podcast, and you chose us. Thank you for allowing me to grow up on your screens. From an 18-year-old kid, fresh out of high school, to still, ultimately, a 24-year-old kid, I am today. All I've ever wanted to do was give you guys an enjoyable show. To lose yourself in the same way it did for me. I can't lie. When we first started NHP, I used to wonder all the time how cool it would be to have hundreds of viewers. But the more time went on, and the reality of it is, do we have the biggest audience? We don't. But, and I mean this, I really would not have it any other way. The way we're all able to interact, connect, talk about things past wrestling, talk about life, talk about basketball, hear how you guys are doing. If you guys are going through rough times, if we're going through rough times, connect with you guys. To not only connect as wrestling fans, but as people. Seeing our comment section blossom into much more than just a comment section, but to blossom into friendships is all I can ever ask for. And for that, I'm so thankful. And it's worth so much more than any number of viewers can ever match. Which leads me to all of you. This leads me to all of you. Truly thank you to anybody who's ever gave us a listen. Logan. Fucking Logan. God damn it. Ah. Logan. The manager of NHP. And boy, that has some lore to it. The manager. But a brother first. You know, God damn it. Okay, I'm sorry. I knew this personal shit was gonna get me. Okay. Logan, the manager of NHP, but a brother first. Thank you for always being here. Through NHP and not off screen as well. Thank you for being the most supportive friend I can ask for. Belle, all the way from the UK, man. Belle, the sister of NHP. You're our girl. We appreciate you. Thank you for always being here. Thank you for coming down hard on Tony Khan with us back in back in 2022. And of course, it wouldn't be NHP if I'm getting a scam call mid mid fucking stream. Belle, all the way from the UK, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in the wee hours of your morning or night or whatever it is. Durante, dude, an OG, an OG of the podcast, man. Thank you for always coming in here and making fun of Triple H. Jonathan Fedna, the GOAT. I would be, it would be some tomfoolery not to mention the GOAT, Jonathan Fedna, in the chat. JB. Shout out JB. Haven't heard from JB in a while, but shout out JB. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for always tapping in with us. My guy JT, thank you for bonding with us over our love for the oh-so-hated Bray Wyatt fandom. Next, the man that goes by many nicknames, but just for the sake of keeping it short, even though this is not short at all, for the sake of this not going any longer, we have the man we all know as Mr. Walk Him Down and Cut They Shiz Off, Gotti. Gotti's always here in chat, whether he's going through the Gotti verse and he's jumping through multiple accounts. Gotti's here. We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you. Thank you for introducing me to the nickname Mr. Walk Him Down and Cut They Shiz Off. That's one of the greatest nicknames I've ever heard in my life. Thank you for always being here. Thank you for always calling us Marks. And thank you for always glazing. Thank you for always glazing Roman Reigns, and thank you for coming down hard on Cody Rhodes with us as well. We got my guy Flex. If I could say one thing about Flex, I could say a lot of things about Flex, but if I could say one thing, thank you for always being honest with me about the show. Thank you for always finding the time to view in, no matter what your interesting schedule looks like. Thank you for always shocking me and saying, yeah, man, I was watching the show while I was at work. Definitely would come as a shock sometimes, for sure. I still can't. I still can just imagine you at work watching us. It's quite funny. My boy Nathan from high school. The reason I want to mention Nate is because he was one of the first people I went to break the news about NHP. And he was very excited. He was here on episode 1. I want to thank my cousin, Nathan. There's a lot of Nathans. I want to thank my cousin, Nathan, who always took the time to talk to me about the podcast and always you always made time to tell me how cool it was that you thought I had a podcast. And my cousin Nathan's not really that big of a wrestling fan, but it always just brought so much joy to my day when he would tell me how cool it was. And he would tell me, man, this is so cool you have a wrestling podcast, man. He would say, that's your thing. He'd say, how many people have a wrestling podcast? And little does he know, everybody does. But man, it means so much. It really meant so much. And the last Nathan is one of my best friends. Thank you to him. Thank you for always supporting me with the podcast. Thank you for always understanding. Thank you for always being the calm in what a lot of times was a very bad storm. So thank you. Jumpin' Jeff, my guy Jumpin' Jeff. Dude, thank you for always coming in here, chatting with us. If I could thank Jeff about one thing specifically, and I could say the same thing about Durante, I could say the same thing about Bell, I could say the same thing about a lot of you guys. Thank you for always coming in here and talking about things other than wrestling. Thank you for coming in here and talking about life. It really means the world. And Jeff, always thank you for coming in here and talking about basketball with me, brother. I appreciate it. I want to thank Triple H, man. Whenever he joins, he's here. He's here, man. Sometimes he's here live in the flesh. I want to thank our boy Hunter. I want to thank Rico from Stickers 13 Studios. Thank you for trusting my vision with our logos, as always. Thank you for your belief in my vision, and thank you for your creativity. I want to thank Maddie Finn and the rest of the team over at Envoi for being and continuing to be the music of NHP. Thank you for allowing us to use your music and truly be a part of our identity ever since we rebranded 2 years ago. Thank you to my parents. Thank you to my parents. Thank you guys. No matter how hard times get, thank you for always supporting me. I want to thank... I want to thank my sister. Sorry. I want to thank my sister. I want to thank my brother-in-law. I want to thank my niece. Most importantly, I want to thank my amazing, beautiful girlfriend. Oh, brother. If you can't tell, I apologize, guys. I knew this personal paragraph would be a lot for me to get through, but if you can't tell, your boy's a big softie. I want to thank my sister, my brother-in-law, my niece. I want to thank my beautiful girlfriend. Thank you for your belief in me during the full-time run of NHP. Thank you for allowing me to miss things, understanding what I did, never judging me for it, never judging me for having a podcast first mentality. It was your unconditional love that carried me through this era of NHP and continues to. Thank you to everyone who's ever seen anything in me. To all the friends I made along the way, all the bonds we've created over these past 6.5 years. You've helped me through some of the darkest times in my life. Thank you for giving me that escape. A place to come and make all of my stupid jokes. Whether it was about wrestling fans smelling, the hallway of Allstate Arena, our Vince jokes, our Tony Khan jokes, our Triple H jokes, our Jey Uso jokes, my Wi-Fi bugging out, and you guys making fun of me for it while I was sitting here banging my desk, literally. Whether it's our Excalibur jokes, or the newest member of the family, are Tony Schiavone being Rex from Toy Story Jokes. The good thing is, most of you guys have all my socials. You guys will always be my friends. You guys will always be my family. And my DMs are open for some of you. You got my number. My DMs are open for anything. And when I say that, I mean that. I mean literally anything. If you guys, I don't care if you want to talk to me about wrestling. I don't care if you want to talk to me about sports. I don't care if you call me because you got a lot on your chest. I'm always here for you guys, and I mean that. This is what we set out to do with NHP, was to create a platform to connect, and that does not end. And of all the thank yous I gave, some of you may be thinking, you forgot one person. And no, I did not. Lastly, for the thank yous, is a thank you to you, Sir K. Thank you for being all in on this idea with me. Thank you for all your time. Thank you for getting off work at 11 o'clock to immediately come home and do Unscripted with me. To, in that era of NHP, talk about fucking Keith Lee wearing basketball shorts. Definitely a rough night. Thank you for always understanding my dedication to the quality and the standard that I've always held our show at. Thank you for always understanding that I come from a good place. Thank you for all your jokes. Thank you for laughing at my jokes. Thank you for your OG headset. Thank you for your dedication to NHP. When I say that, I thank you for being the co-host that people used to always come up to me and they say, you know, that guy doesn't say much. To now being the highlight of our show. Your dedication to NHP, your dedication to NHP your dedication to NHP has truly shined through. And it does not go unseen. Your progress from episode 1 to now. My best friend, my brother, you have taken the leap. I love you, man. And thank you for everything. And last paragraph I have here, it's a couple down. I've said before that NHP feels like my life's work. And although that is true, it's time to see what other opportunities life has to offer me. It's time to figure out a question that I myself am very curious about. Who is Johnny without NHP? At least for a little bit. I've never been dedicated to a craft and put more time into anything in my life than I have this show. It means everything to me. I've always given you guys everything I got. And I'm sorry if I'm letting anyone down, but I hope all of you understand. And hopefully, somewhere down the line, we can find ourselves back on your screens weekly. Maybe we will. But if not, I just hope you can understand that I have to do what's best for my family. So again, from here on out, NHP will be going on a leave until further notice. I know all the thank yous and all the gratitude may come off like this is the end of NHP. It is not. I just wanted to encapsulate how much this full-time era of NHP truly meant to me. The door for NHP is not closed. It's just the full-time version of NHP that we've all grown to know and love has to go away for now. But by no means does this mean all the ideas I have for what NHP will look like years down the line are going away. Thank you for one of the best eras of my life. We'll see you all soon. I love you guys. Alright, man. You are unmuted. However,
God. Mm-hmm.
try not to miss anything. I'll let Sir K now have the floor, but thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening. It means a lot. It means a lot. So, we're gonna discuss a little bit more in a group setting in just a second. But I will now put myself on mute as Sir K. I'm going to let you have the floor.
Hopefully, I can talk. Is the real thing here? Man, I knew my name was coming in there. I knew. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. And I knew I wasn't gonna be ready for it, and I wasn't, and I knew it, and yeah, it's sometimes for me. Oh man, sometimes for me, man, it's hard to get words out for how I feel, and it gets better the more I do it. So this conversation will get better and better and less like I sound like I'm like my voice is completely gone. But man, thank you, bro. Thank you for all the words that you had for me, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And going back, I'm gonna, I'm gonna say I'm sorry a lot for guys. So be ready for it. Be ready for it, man. But man, this is way sadder than it should be, man. But back at the beginning, I'll always remember sitting in the graphic design class for school, at the end of senior year, right before, COVID hit, and there essentially wasn't a senior year anymore. Um, Sitting in graphics design class while one of those original Saudi pay-per-views were going on, seeing Goldberg bury the Fiend, and we already had conversations about doing a podcast for a little bit before that, man. But that singular moment, we confirmed it to each other right there that it was on and that we were gonna start the process, and we did. And Johnny initially made the logo. We downloaded that hilarious emoji app to make our emojis for the original logo, and it is classic. It really is a classic logo. It's such nostalgia seeing that fucking logo, man. It really is. And then recording the original What's Next video, which is kind of ironic. We're in another one of those, man, and just laughing the whole time trying to record it, of just making jokes, making each other laugh. And it took what is it, like a 3 minute video to make, took like 4 hours for us to make. um Excuse me while I use my John Cena shirt as a napkin right now because I forgot tissues like an idiot. Oh, I'm sorry, Cena. I hate to do this to you, man. You're the closest place of cloth I have near me. Um, but just making that video, and just the start of it, man. Just the start of it, and then we got the process slowly down, man. It starting from in PlayStation parties, playing the game in the background, forgetting to mute the audio on Call of Duty or 2K, or relying on 2K, and because we were streaming off the PlayStation, streaming off the PlayStation, man. Anytime that PlayStation fucking connection would go out, we'd have to start a whole new stream and right after, and it was a process, man. It was a process, and obviously, now it got better over time, but just dealing with that process, going from 2K20 back to 2K19, because 2K20 ran that horribly that we had to go back to the previous generation just to stream, and then finally making the leap to cameras, buying the whole setup. You always see the post of, podcast equipment isn't expensive enough. It should be more expensive. Trust us, as what, probably 19-year-old kids at the time. It was pretty fucking expensive, man. It was pretty expensive. Buying the camera, buying the mics, man, having that original fucking headset that Johnny mentioned, of if you literally, guys, go back to when we first started doing the camera and just look at my head, and you'll just see a big ramp of wire around my head. It was the biggest headset on planet Earth, dude. I think, no, I don't think, I think I threw that one away. I think I ended up tossing that one. I should have kept it, man. I should have. It was fucking massive. You got to see my blue ass room that was painted when I was 8 years old. Um, and then, just to change over time, got better mics, better cameras, and just got comfortable. Got comfortable talking to you guys, talking about what we do, everything, formatting it differently, actually giving a day for unscripted instead of randomly selecting a day out the week. And ever since like that era of selecting a day for unscripted and knowing what we were doing with news, and knowing that we were doing pay-per-views, and then we slowly start adding more pay-per-views, it just became a part of life, man. Something I did coming home from work, something I did before work sometimes, alluding days off for podcast. At the old job, requesting off for weekends was sometimes very much a hassle, because there was that era that Tony Khan loved fucking weekends that were fucking financial holidays for companies that they didn't want to give you off for for those fucking weekends, man. So having to fight just to watch all. I remember actually the first weekend at that job. I think it was the first or second weekend. I think it was All Out, something like that, man. And I had to work 2 6 a.m. to three p.m.s back to back, and just, my God, it was so crazy. And those are AEW shows. We don't end talking to you guys until like 2 in the morning. It was something else, man. It was something else, but it was so worth it. it's so worth it, man. Talking to you guys every day, it's just a part of life. It's just a part of life at this point, and it's crazy to think that it's gonna be different and it's gonna be good, but it's gonna be something to get used to, man. And I just we're very emotional people, as you guys can tell from this, man. A little more emotional than it even needs to be, but that's just who we are. That's just who we are. But just coming in here doing this every day, just it's just a part of life, man. I just that's Mondays, that's Fridays, that's pay-per-view weekends. Pay-per-view weekends are something that I put in my mental schedule as much as you do your daily commute to work or this or that, and just building the community with you guys, man. Obviously, like you mentioned at the beginning, there was the idea of an audience of people like other podcasters that had an audience, and that we would do this and do that, and slowly over time it became an actual community. And that's corny for people that record themselves and post this to say, but for us, I actually truly think it's true, man. We got so many people here that, like, you guys are our actual friends. There's no difference from doing post shows and unscripted and news than it is just getting in a chat and talking to your friends. And that's truly what it feels like for all of you guys, man. And that's the best part, is just having a community, or a friendship like we have with you guys, that we could just talk to, make jokes that start the podcast but go to our everyday life that we would make at work, or back to you guys for to evolve those jokes in the podcast. And just you guys are our lives, and it's and and I love it. I'm gonna miss it, but but it's never going away fully, man. But but it's gonna be different. It's gonna be crazy. But I love you guys, man, and for everybody involved, man. Logan, I love you, bro. Meeting you. Oh God, I swear it's gonna get emotional when I'm saying names. Meeting you, bro, was truly one of the best weekends. I need a sip of water. I'm sorry, guys. Or I just need a sip. I'm too emotional for this stuff. Meeting you, that fucking Survivor Series weekend was truly a highlight, a weekend of my life, dude. It was an incredible weekend hanging out, meeting you in person, man. Knowing you for years, and meeting you was no different than the years we talked to you before, and on a chat. It was no different. It was just a better evolved version of that, man. And that was truly amazing. And just all you guys that always like chat with us, man. Gotti, Fenda, um, Jeff, Bell, JT, everybody that just watches us, that talk to us like people, man. And we're just people talking to each other, people or our friends who, we overall, we do share opinions, and we don't share opinions, and we conversate about things we care about. And it's truly awesome that we have this, and that it might be changing on the weekly, but the obvious hope that the next time you guys see us, you'll be here to conversate too, man. And that's just that truly is awesome, man. And oh man, and fuck. And the most important person of all, our great podcast host, Johnny, man. Dude, your passion for this podcast is like no other passion on planet Earth I've ever seen, man. Your dedication to the care of consistency, quality, of love you put in your friendships, and everything you do. Fuck, just goes into this, and this is just a perfect example of just the things you care about and the things you put effort to, and it truly is, man. The quality of everything you do, of the care of everything you put yourself into, just really shows through what we do here. And It's truly incredible, man. It's truly incredible. No level of dedication, of care, and just of passion that you have for what you do in everything in life is this is the perfect example of the consistency, the quality, and just the love, man. And I love you, bro. Thank you for having me, part of this journey with each other, man, and being part of the next version of this journey, man. It won't be, as weekly as it is now, man, but still being here, still talking to you guys. I can't imagine myself without NHP either, man. So, you know, mine was yeah, I wasn't able to write a speech. I'm not a big no matter what it is, whether it was school and presentations or here and how I would always just ramble off script, man. But that to me that means I care, and I care about you guys. I care about NHP, and I care to see where we are in the future, man. And I love you guys. I love you, bro. I love everybody we get to talk to, man. Durante, literally part of the intro because you ask us every day about our lives, our families, our lives, and I care about it with you. I care about with everybody that we talk to, man. And I love you guys, man. And like Johnny said, my DMs are always open, man. Well, you want to talk about whatever it is, just life, wrestling, this, that, video games. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. We're just staying in contact and just keeping these friendships that we built. Is truly valuable to me. And man, I plan to keep that. I plan to keep that, man. So I love you guys. I love NHP, and we'll we'll be on this journey together, like we do every week. Whether it's Mondays, whether it's Fridays, whatever weekend we're able to do it. We'll be here for a journey, man. We really will. No, but I'm good. I'm fucking up this John Cena shirt, bro. Oh man, I really should have brought tissue. You're good to unmute yourself, man. Oh, man.
Thank you.
I'm too emotional.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you, bro. You really fucked me up with when it's the second you said my name, bro.
yeah, hey, bro,
I knew it was
I can
coming
I
too.
can say the same thing about you, man.
When she started listing off names, I was like, oh no. I was dreading hearing my name because I knew it was going to be the best, most emotional thing ever. And I was like, I'm not ready for this. And I wasn't.
Oh, it's true, man. It's true. God, I really thank you for the kind words, man. Thank you for the kind words.
Thank you.
I really, I really appreciate it, bro. I really appreciate it. I always just, man, brother.
It's tough, dude. It's tough getting it out.
Indeed, indeed it is. Um, yes, thank you. I really appreciate the kind words, and it really means a lot. Coming from you, man, it really means a lot. I always try to um put, I always just try to put my best foot forward. I always try to, um, you know, just care as much as I possibly can, man. I've always just ever wanted to give you guys the best version of myself. So that really means a lot. It really means a
And you
lot.
do.
But yeah, so man, jeez, brother, thank you, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
You're the man. You're the man,
That's you, bro. That's you.
bro. So now that both speeches are out of the way, um, if you could not tell, NHP is going on a leave.
Yes.
NHP NHP is going on a leave of absence. What does that mean?
Could have read between the lines.
What does that mean exactly? We'll be going on a leave of absence until further notice. When we come back, we will let you guys know when that is. And when we come back, I don't want to say for sure, but I can pretty confidently say being on here for Unscripted and being on here for Friday News more than likely is going away. However, we are going to try to be on here for as much pay-per-view post-show reviews as we possibly can. So pretty much one of the ideas that we thought of when we do a post-show review, if we only come back for pay-per-views, more than likely, those are going to be long as fuck. Because we're going to get lost in talking about whatever's been going on weekly wrestling television in the past however long it's been since we've been on stream. So one of the ideas, and I think what I can say that we're leaning most towards, would you say?
What's up?
One of the ideas I think we're
Sorry.
leaning. No, you're good. One of the ideas I think we're leaning most towards is we've thought about this idea of doing a post-show review, but maybe the day before doing like a preview show, or maybe that's what Unscripted will turn into. Well, again, it's very uncertain now, but we've kind of thought about doing like I said, just like a preview show beforehand, whatever it may be called, before we do the post show, just to catch you guys up on kind of like how we've been thinking about like the time of wrestling that has gone by since we were last live, and then the next night doing a post show review. I would say, would you say that's probably what we're leaning most towards doing?
That is like definitely, I think, the more likely and like best way we could think of, at least right now, for doing it is obviously like, the obvious post show element. But before that, day before, whatever, day available is, a preview or like summing up all the stories and just any news that's related to some of the big points in the show or stuff like that. It's just the big stories, the big points of, weekly stuff, of news stuff that might have happened that kind of pertain to a story of like, for example, of people in this feud apparently don't like each other in real life, mentioning that and they're mentioning, the stuff they do on TV, fan reaction, all that. Basically, like you said, kind of unscripted in a way, but summing it all up for that specific pay-per-view we'd be reviewing. But right before, the day before or whatever, and then having more of a normal, traditional post-show review for the show itself. I think that's the best thing we have right now, and I really like that idea. I think it's very efficient.
Yeah, like I said, I think that's obviously if we were to just come straight on here for a post show review, and if the month of television has been so bad, you know what I mean. I know there's going to be so much, that we're going to have to get off our chest, and that's the one thing I don't really want is for the normal to be like a 4 hour fucking stream where I know it's just us talking about, the catching up on wrestling and catching you guys up on our opinions when, it should be focused more on the post show review itself. So again, we have thought about this preview idea where, we're going to catch you guys up on news. We're going to catch you guys up on kind of just what we think about the state of wrestling, where the televisions went since the last time we were on, and all those kinds of things. So that's kind of what we're leaning most towards. We've also thought about some other ideas while I am away. If there are ways that we can bring you guys maybe a Notorious Heels Plus channel where, me and Sir K film like 3 to 5 minute bits of us talking about like topics and just throwing it up on there.
Hmm.
We've thought about doing stuff like that. We thought about doing stuff like that. We've thought about maybe just bringing you guys short form content. And I know there is a lot of uncertainty right now, and I promise it's not just for you guys, it is for me as well. Like I said, just kind of navigating what I need to do to, again, just better support my family, and to possibly even open more doors for NHP financially. I've
Hmm.
always spoke to Sir K about, the possibility of, what NHP could look like when it comes to, possibly one day being on a set. You know what I mean? Rather than, sitting at our desks, being on some sort of set where we have chairs and the whole 9 yards or whatever. Printing our own merch. Shout out to Bonfire. They've done us well for
They stuck with
many
us.
many many years, but it's definitely something I really want to get into is packaging and shipping our own merch. I think there's, for as much as I love Bonfire, I think there's just better opportunities for us merch when for our merch when it comes to be real with you guys, when it comes to pricing, a lot of times when it comes to the quality, even, it's good. I just feel it can be better. And I want to put my best foot forward now in this stage of my life. Financially, obviously that's not an option. I obviously can't, I can't buy t-shirt presses, and I can't figure out and teach myself how to do that whole thing. And it's something I've had my eye on for a very long time. um and that's one thing that I really want to tap in with, and that's something that, again, we will have to go away. We will, the for the, at least for now, the full-time era of NHP is gone, yes, but um when we come back, things will be different. And as the years progress, I can make a promise that I will always try my very best to put my best foot
Hmm.
forward, and I will always try my very best to keep the quality of this show on par. And ultimately, what I'm trying to do, I mentioned in my speech here, finding career paths. All I'm trying to do, again, is financially set my family up, and I'm trying to financially set NHP up ultimately.
Exactly.
And again, the stage I am of my life right now, I can't do that. And I hope that changes really soon, and I think it will. Um
Hmm.
and again, this is something we have to do for now, and sometimes you have to make hard decisions. But again, there are so many ideas that I have for the future of NHP. Before, that's the distant future. For the near future, that is what we're leaning with. Again, we're leaning towards a preview show with a post show review. Um, when we come back, more than likely, it is going to be us jumping right into a post show review. But past that, at least I'm not going to say exactly, but what we have our eyes set on now, it's leaning more towards a post show review.
Hmm.
We will obviously have it'll be a little more clearer as we get into it, but um, that is going forward. that is what we are leaning towards for um how we're gonna do it. So we will be on here for as many post shows as possible, but you can always you can expect us on the day before. So that's pretty much what we're leaning towards right now. That is, again, it'll be a little more clearer. Hopefully, well, when we come back, we should have a little bit more, clearer of a vision on how this whole thing can work, and everything we can, kind of how we can go about doing it from there. But that's those are just some of the ideas that we thought about. We also thought about doing video content. I obviously know it takes away the live aspect. That is another idea that I forgot to bring up. We have talked about doing video ideas. I don't that one, that one is something we will have to see, but it's definitely been a conversation as well. We've thought about doing retrospectives, whether it's on like old video games or old wrestling video games or like old eras of wrestling. We've thought about doing retrospectives and stuff, so there is a lot. I can promise you guys, with the full-time era of NHP going away, this fucking mind does not stop working when it comes for NHP, man. It is always on. And it's gonna continue to stay on. I'm gonna miss the fuck out of you guys. I'm gonna miss the fuck out of what we do here at NHP. But again, I know, and I'm very confident, and I'm very optimistic that this is only going to set up the future of NHP, and make and hopefully make the show even better than it already is, man. Obviously, it's not going to be as frequent, but to me, man, as long as we're still having fun all together, and as long as you guys will have us on your screens, we will be here. So, um,
Exactly.
yeah. Is there anything you wanted to talk about with the sort of ideas or?
I mean, we kind of covered most of those ideas, but just this might be a new era of NHP, but it's still going to be NHP, and sometimes you got to pull back to pull forward, and I think that's what this is, man. That's what I see this as. I don't see it as a goodbye, or technically, it's a leave, but I don't even like see it as a leave. I see this as just pulling back so we could pull forward, man. We got all those ideas like you mentioned of like sets, doing our own merch, things like that, having more of a uh, together in that moment feel for the future, man. And I that definitely that is the goal, and I think we can most definitely reach that goal. And to think about the evolution of the show once we hit that goal it is going to be really cool, man. It's going to be really cool. And we're very emotional right now, but I think we're going to be very thankful in the future, man. So we got all these ideas for the little preview show, and then obviously post show reviews, even the videos you mentioned are definite ideas, man, that we could definitely do, retrospective of careers, of eras, of runs. There's so much stuff we could do with, with content, man. Short form, more, there's obviously the more TikTok short form, but like you mentioned, just, talking for 5 to 10 minutes on a plus show of just things happening at the time is always possible, man. So we'll be here, and we might be taking a leave, but we'll be here, and we're working for a point to truly be here back once again for more of a constant basis, man. So it's just pulling back to pull forward.
100%, 100%. I really like that. I seen a quote a long time ago, and I really feel like it encapsulates a lot of just kind of the mindset of NHP going forward. I really love this quote. It's do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do, and that's what I feel like
Exactly.
this is. So
I think. Yep.
again, I know all the tears and all the thank yous really can get it misconstrued. I see Gotti calling this the funeral of NHP.
Uh,
It is not, but unfortunately, the slept on just have to go to sleep for a little bit. So we have
exactly.
to just take a little nap. But um hey, again, there's so many ideas, and I can name them all again to you because they excite me so fucking much.
They
And
do
NHP
actually.
will never stop just getting me excited for what is to come. It's not the funeral of NHP. However, this is definitely hey man, um this is a big change. This is a big change in our life, right? This is huge for us. That this is for both of us. For both of us, you know, we're young. You know what I mean? We're young, and a lot of these, a lot of a lot of these times come with uncertainty. But in saying that, again, we're 24 years old. Unfortunately, but fortunately, at the same time, we just have to set ourselves up, and that's what it
Exactly.
is. And again, you guys will always have us. And again, we do not go, Logan. Please, I just got done
Don't,
crying. Don't fucking
yeah,
do
bro.
this
I'm
now.
saying, don't make me
Um,
cry again, bro.
Logan, what are we doing? um, I'm gonna get back to you in a minute, sir. You know, this is just something we have to do, and the journey that we take in our personal lives is all is all just, again, it's for a better future for us, and it's for a better future for NHP. And for that, Sir K, I'm proud of you. I know this next phase of what you do, um, I know you're gonna excel at, and I know we're gonna be right back here. And how sick is it gonna be? Some of these ideas, bro. I mean, come on now.
Dude, I'm dreaming of that set, bro.
Oh,
We need
dude.
some type of couch. We got the mics, and we're like looking. We're like next to each other, looking at the camera, and they're looking at a cool ass background with like cool shit that we could like have alluded to. Eras of NHP like that. Man, I could just think about it now, man. That shit just excites me. In the long term, man. We're only in the what did they say? We're only in the fifth inning. We're like the bloodline story, bro. We're
We're
just
only in
gonna
the
keep
second inning.
continue only in the second inning, and we're just gonna keep going and going and going, man. And thank you, bro. I love you, dog.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, man. There was a lot of conversations where, not really. There was one long conversation because we were both dreading the
One
conversation.
long one. We were
Um,
dreading the conversation exactly.
uh, we had a long conversation, and the idea of, do we just end this, came up. It did. You know, I can't lie. We had to throw all options on the table. And I really think it goes to show both of our love and both of our passion um speaks so loudly. We were both adamantly against it because I was in a headspace where I was saying I don't want to end NHP, but I also didn't know if that was just me coping with it. But after a long conversation, man, again, we really just came to, we really came to the agreement that that's not what NHP was built off of. NHP was built off of us coming to have fun. And we did agree, if it ever gets to a point ever where, this is a miserable experience for both of us, then that will be the end of it. But unfortunately, unfortunately for the people that hate seeing us on their TikTok feed, this will never not be fun for me. Coming on here with you guys and the community that we've built, it will never not be fun. Again, I don't care. I don't care if we come on here, 12 times a year, dude. If it's fun and if you guys still enjoy the
Mhm.
show, then let's fucking ride, bro. Like this is what we do, man. This is what we do. Okay.
What? we do is we just have fun and we talk and we just have a good time, man. And like Logan says, them TikTok haters, they don't mean nothing, man. I love reading their comments.
Um,
It's actually one of the things I'm gonna miss for a little bit is reading some fucking TikTok comments about how we're marks and how podcast equipment isn't as expensive as it should be, and all that phone and all that stuff, man. But we'll always find a way because we're always having fun with you guys.
Hi, Val. Thank you for
What's
joining
up,
us.
Bell?
Thank you for joining
Thank you
us.
so much.
If you would like, you are a part of you I don't know if you heard, you are a part of my speech if you'd like to go back.
Hey,
So um but she wasn't gonna say goodbye.
barbecue produce.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
did you guys like did all your phones like go off out there for something? Oh, that's always the worst. That's the one thing. Like I get it, but there's nothing I hate more, especially lately with these Chicago storms, is getting that loud ass notification on your phone that like a tornado is about to hit. It's the worst.
um Val, there is I think you missed some stuff. I think you missed some stuff with
Some
NHP.
context that is missing a little bit.
Okay, yeah, okay, I get it now. I get it. Uh, well, yeah, there's definitely gonna be some changes here on NHP. Oh, I thought got it. I thought you meant.
Okay.
I thought you. Okay, I got it. I
That's
missed some.
okay. That makes
I missed
sense.
some context, so that's my bad. There is there is just a little speech that Sergey and I gave in the beginning of the show regarding the future of NHP. But um, you are a part of it. You did make the speech. But to put it in simpler terms, for you, NHP will be going on a leave. This is more than likely the end of a full time era of NHP. So, the speech is very emotional. I promise it's not that bad. Just an emotional guy.
I mean,
Um,
it's very emotional.
but um, but yes. Manager Logan. Now that I finally mustered up the courage to read your text, um, okay, maybe I haven't mustered up the courage, but
I know I haven't.
uh, he says, "Thank you guys for all your hard work."
Oh fuck.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Again, all I ever wanted was to uh make you guys proud with the work that we put out, and thank you as well for always being honest. Um, always being honest about the show. Always being honest in general. Always being honest. You're just a very honest person. And that is one thing I love more than anything in life is people that can just be honest with you. Thank you for always being honest with me. Like I said in my speech, man, thank you. Dude, you're here every single episode, bro. You take 3 hours out of your day to come here and talk with us about wrestling, and then you take even more time to talk to us off a screen, man. You are the most supportive friend that anybody can ask for. I often think, you know, how different would life be if I just didn't send that DM all them years ago? And it would
Crazy.
be very different. And I can't imagine taking the NHP journey without you. Can't imagine life without you, bro. So,
No.
um, the thank you goes right back at you, bro. So I thank you so much, man. It really means a lot. It really means a lot. Uh, yeah, man.
Stop. It's so difficult, man. It really is. But uh, I love you, Logan, bro. Can't imagine, you know, life without meeting you, bro. Glad we did. Truly glad that that DM was sent and that first Discord was made and we met. And life would be so different. And I'm glad it's not. I'm glad we live in the life we do with you, bro.
For sure. For sure. Man, I appreciate it. But yes, Bell. I appreciate it. If you can, if you remember, let me know what you think if we are off of here. Um, if we are off of here, but just to tell you in a live chat setting, um, again, you are a part of the speech, but thank you, to Bell. You are one you are one of my absolute favorite you are one of my absolute favorite viewers of this show. You are one of my favorite friends that I've made off this show, and again, I thank you so much. And again, it's not the end of NHP. We're gonna be back, but you know, this is just something we have to do for now. And again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I also don't want to miss the opportunity to tell you in a live chat setting. Just thank you for everything. Uh, it means so much for you to come in here, talk about wrestling stuff and talk about life stuff, and be vulnerable with us, and just share a bit of your life with us, as I really hope we've done the same for you. Um, thank you for thank you for thank you for always I said in the speech, thank you for thank you for always tuning in, whether you were about to go to bed or whether it was the wee hours of the morning. It really means so much. I can't thank you enough for that. Just it means a lot. It really means a lot. And again, I don't mean to keep fucking crying, but it just
It's
means a
just how
lot.
we are.
It
Exactly.
just means a lot to me. DMs are always open. Uh, you got my Discord, you got my DMs. If you want my number, just let me know. You guys know what it is, man. You guys know what it is, and we are always here for you guys, no matter the schedule of NHP. So, again, no matter what it is, no matter what form of contact you guys ever need with me, man, you guys always got it. You guys are my friends, and it just means a lot. It means a lot. And again, it really doesn't have to be this sad. We're gonna be back, but
No, it really doesn't. But it
but
just
again,
is.
this is just this is
Who
authentic
we
me for
are.
you guys. So um, it means a lot. So and yes, you guys already know. You guys already know what it is. So we appreciate the hell out of you guys, and man, it just means a lot. It means a lot. Um,
Really means a lot.
what you thinking, bro? You want to?
I mean, I'd be down if you're down.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. We we're going to be I know we've been through a lot.
We have been through a lot.
We've been through a lot, but if you guys would let us one last time for now, let's talk some news. So, again, if you guys will have us, let's ride. We have we have couple stories to talk to you guys with. We we could talk I mean I get there's some of these in here, you know, I think, you know, we could probably nix, but there are some good ones in here, man. There are some good ones. Um, sorry, I'm reading Bell's comment real quick.
Oh, same.
Yeah, no, 100%. I definitely get it. You know, not, not to make jokes. Obviously, I'm gonna miss coming on here for Monday and Tuesday, and again, not to make a joke out of us, you know, letting go of this full time era of NHP, but um, I feel like I picked a good time, right? I feel like I picked a good time
Yeah.
because holy fuck, I like, dude, TV is bad, and like
TV is very bad lately.
yeah, like obviously, Bell, you know, you're a part of the intro. You know, we know we know what it is, and we knew you were on a break. And honestly, I couldn't blame you, not one fucking bit, because TV again. As much as I'm gonna miss making fun of Joe Henry and Danhausen and fucking doing my Tony Schiavone is Rex Andy, no, and Excalibur on Unscripted, as much as I'm gonna miss it so much, and obviously it's not the end of it, I'm gonna miss it, man. But like, TV sucks, dude. TV's fucking terrible, and that's nothing new. We say that every week, but no, I definitely don't blame you, not one bit. Sometimes you just gotta take yourself out. Sometimes it could be exhausting watching so much. Like we were talking personally to Logan about it yesterday, but
Mm-hmm.
I miss basketball, and I'm excited for football to start. But more so, I holy fuck, I miss basketball, dude. I mean, it is terrible how much I miss basketball. Like this withdrawal from basketball right now is killing me, dude. It's fucking killing me. Every fucking night, I'm watching basketball retrospectives. I'm watching some football shit. It is terrible, man. It is terrible. Also, I forgot to mention, Gotti says All Out is still happening, even without the show, right? Yes, yes.
That is.
Gotti, I gotta put the question back on you, bro. Is All Out still happening?
You,
I need to know if you're
you
all
get
in
into
or
it.
all out. I need to, we gotta know, man. But Logan says, hopefully in return, wrestling will be better. The football season lets me step back from wrestling. That is what the end.
100%.
Now, obviously, I really couldn't with NHP, but the NBA season, man, I'd have them scores queued up. Man, I'll never forget that episode of Unscripted where I was watching game one of the Thunder Spurs series, trying so hard to get through this episode of Unscripted, bro. It was, it was hard, but dude,
Crazy.
that's what the basketball season did, man. That's what the basketball season did. It provided me something. And obviously, like Bell says with the World Cup, like I'm assuming it provided the same thing that the World Cup did for her, that football does for you, that TV shows do for Sir K, that the NBA season did for me. You know what I mean? It
Mm-hmm.
takes us out of it. It fucking allows you to just take
Take
a
a
step
breath.
back from something that just overall can just, especially like in this current era, is like exhausting. It can be exhausting at points, but man, uh hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's talk about some news, bro. Let's talk about some news as I wipe my nose one last time. Probably not, but
Oh, dude, I look like Sean Ross said, bro. I'm just fucking wiping my nose all show, man. It's rough out here, bro. I look like I just did a line. It really does. I'm sorry, guys. Ugh.
hey man, I was battling with myself all morning,
Oh,
saying to
I was just
myself,
looking out the window.
I was battling with myself all morning, saying, you know, should I read this speech? You know, I don't want to cry and be corny. You know what I mean? I thought about throwing it out the window. I really did, but
No, that
cor-
speech was
bro,
incredible.
corny, corny can sometimes just mean it's cool to care. Okay, a lot of people
Exactly.
a lot of people can miss that, man. Everybody want to aura farm these days, bro. Nobody wants to get
Yeah.
emotional, so it's a good thing. And please take that as a lesson, man. Please, guys, be vulnerable. Be afraid to. Don't be afraid to be emotional. Don't be afraid to be emotional, man. It's cool to care. It is, and it's
Exactly.
taken me a long time to learn that. But you know, it is what it is. But busy spots for his channel is also refreshing. Just looking forward to recording the next game and no, 100%.
Oh yeah.
100%, dude. 100%, man. It's yeah, it's a lot, dude. It's a current state of wrestling, man. I especially this
Oh,
whole wave WWE's got going on, man. I have just not been a fan of in the slightest. So, it really is crazy. Dynamite's back to being the show I get.
yeah.
Okay, we're good.
You Jericho versus Kevin Knight.
Oh
Come
yeah.
on, man.
What a what a,
Don't
what
you want
what
that?
what a spot, man. What a spot.
Oh, bro. One of the worst spots I've ever watched in my life. That shit was horrible.
Terrible. All right, man. Let's talk about a little bit of wrestling here, bro. Let's talk about a little bit of wrestling here. What do you want to start with, man? You want to start with AEW?
We start with AEW, the classic.
All right. AEW. Bro, the New Day. We got some new day news.
Oh shit.
According to Fightful, while sources wouldn't outright confirm that Austin Creed and Kofi have signed with AEW, it was noted it's expected they will be joining the company soon. With that, the Wrestling Observer, Uncle Dave, one last time for Uncle Dave. He's back, man. Instead, this time as actually an Uncle Dave report that I could definitely see being the case. Um, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods reportedly turned down a 50% pay cut from WWE. And then the
Brother.
final thing here before I ask for your thoughts, Kofi has recently filed for the trademarks Kofi Sarkodie Mensa and KSM.
Hmm.
So before you get to the Kofi trademarks, obviously the big fish to fry here, bro. How do you feel about them, not signing with AEW yet? And how do you feel about this I don't want to say confirm because it is always Dave, but Dave do be right sometimes, bro. I can't lie. How do you feel about them reportedly turning down 50% of a pay cut?
That, man, first of all, with the AEW news, I mean, eh, they're in the company, bruh. They got Swerve setting this shit up on TV. They're gonna be doing trio stuff with Swerve at the start, and that's actually very. I think it's a very fun way to start it, man. I don't mind trio stuff to start their run in
Yeah.
AEW. But it's very obvious that they are his partners and that they are coming into the company. So, they're not. I apologize.
Sorry.
Got to sneeze. Hold on. I'm very sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Very sorry for that one. Sorry. Um, I had to sneeze. but, but, um, yeah, man. It's obvious they're signed. It's obvious they're signed. You know how these things go. They're gonna say they're not signed. They're gonna say, they're open for anything. But we know where they're going, man. We know where they're going. As for that pay cut, my God, bro, TKO, bro, you can start off at like a 10%, 20, 25. You had to go straight to a 50% pay cut, dude. That is insane. Imagine literally, if anybody on earth got told by their boss they're taking a 50% pay cut, they're gone. Everybody's gone. Who is taking half of your money for no reason, bro? That is fucking insane. You took, how many years was it with Kofi? What, 19? 13? What was the year for Kofi? He's been in the company?
I want to say '07. So he was a 19-year
Oh,
vet.
7. 19. I thought it was 19. I knew it was 19 or something around that, but a 19-year vet 50% pay cut you're offering them. Men with families, men with kids, men with wives. You're asking them to take a 50% pay cut is fucking insane. That's insane. Um, and what was the last point?
The last point was his the last point was his trademarks. The last point was his
His
trademarks. He
trademarks.
trademarked Kofi, Sarkodie, Mensa, and KSM.
Those aren't bad trademarks, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, most people are gonna call him Kofi anyway, so
Yeah.
it's just, is it just his actual name? I'm guessing,
It
or is
is.
that
It
just
is.
it is his name? Okay, I thought it was, man. So he's trademarking his name. I mean, people are gonna call him Kofi anyway, so very, very cool, man. And it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice seeing them, man. I'm just excited to see them again.
Um, JT, my guy, how are you, bro? Hey, thank you so much, man. Your guys' support again. I said it earlier. It has carried. Your guys' support has carried me through so many years of the podcast, and seeing you guys be so supportive today really goes to show. Again, you guys are not, your average listeners. You guys are not, viewers. You guys are not. You guys are so much more, man. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. You guys are our friends. You guys are our family. And again, all the socials, no matter what you guys need, man, socials, Discord, whatever you want, man, please hit me. I will be, more than happy to reach out to you guys, or for you guys to reach out to me, whatever you guys need. It is your guys' support, man, really just it means the world. It means the world, and seeing you guys come out today and just really show up when it matters most,
Mhm.
letting us know you guys will still be here. um I couldn't ask for any better. 100%. 100%. So, man, just thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. This really means so much to me. Um, but as for Charlotte has gotten to us, darn it.
She is starting to get to us. What are the odds of this? We joked about it
Dude,
beforehand.
one last time. Instead of the last time is now, it's the last time for now. um,
Exactly.
so
Last time for now. Damn, we should. If only we came up with this before.
I know, dude. I would have made us some towels, bro. Um,
Oh, I would have
so
actually needed the towel.
I
They're
don't.
actually really good.
Fucking Charlotte. I don't know what you guys missed, but what I said, just to brief it, was, um, when it matters most, you guys always show up, and to see you guys give the support today, um, letting us know you guys are always going to be here as well, man. It means so much. It means so much.
It truly, truly means so much, man. It's just being here, talking to you guys, and just the support of you guys is the best thing in the world.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. But yes, again, you guys know, please hit me up if you guys need anything, man. And JT has one request, and dude, the thing about these Kofi trademarks that I'm so excited for, and it's the reason I started fucking laughing while you were talking about it, is because I just can't help but think of hearing, "Oh my god, it's Kofi Sarkodie Mensa, or Kofi Mensa Sarkodie. It's Kofi Charcuterie. Yeah, oh, sorry. Fuck. Kofi Sarkodie Mensa. I can. Oh my god,
Uh,
it's Xavier Creed and KMS. I mean, wait, no, wait, sorry, KSM. That's what we're gonna have to hear on Wednesday. The New Day. I mean, shit.
it's Xavier Wood.
Oh, by the way, Excalibur, where the fuck is our ALS ice bucket video? What's he doing?
Bro, I thought
Come
we
on,
were gonna have it
sockhead.
by now. They fucking, he was not. He was fucking asked to do that shit on like Sunday, and he still hasn't do it. I need the Sockhead ALS bucket challenge video, bro. I need the let's fucking go. I need
Hello,
that shit, bro.
hello,
I
everybody.
need that shit.
I've been nominated
But ALS
by Justin Roberts, to do
justice.
to do, to do the ASL ice bucket challenge. And he gets the fucking ice dunk. He's gonna be like, oh, Casadora, oh, it's cold, oh, Tierras,
Cold.
fucking cold as fuck. No, I'm excited to hear Excalibur call him this, and then of course at the end of the debut, we're gonna have to hear Rex. You know, oh my, what a moment! What a
What a
moment!
dynamite! What a debut moment! Fucking Rex.
Dude, do you remember when he was on commentary and he dropped an F bomb? Remember when he was
Oh,
like,
was it the?
remember when he was like, cause he fucking sucks.
Oh yeah. I remember the fucking the Mariah May one. Go ahead, and speak, bitch.
Oh
I
yeah, he's
remember
like,
that shit.
yeah, speak, bitch. Tony fucking
Fucking
Schiavone,
Taz.
dude.
Dude, the best part about that one was Taz going, whoa. Fucking hilarious, bro. Those two on the commentary are the best thing ever.
Oh, dude. Yeah, please never replace that AW commentary team. You know, I always think, I think the one to me that was most funny out of that whole thing was the very next segment where Mariah May Mariah May walks up to Tony Schiavone and she's like, what do you want me to speak, bitch? The way he looks so scary. It's one of the
Whoa.
best things.
No.
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Oh, Johnny, you're in for one now.
Oh, dude, you know those lines are being fed by Tony Khan 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Tony's on the fucking headset. He's like, Shivani, say how awesome of a moment this is. This is a great Dynamite moment.
You know, that man has straight TK and is here the whole night. Like, make sure you say the moment. Say the moment. Oh, brother.
This is a great moment. So, hey man, you guys already know, man. You guys already know, dude. The Excalibur jokes, man. They live on. But please give me my ASL Ice Bucket Challenge.
I need it.
So yes, good trademarks. I actually really like the name Kofi Mensa. I don't know how used to I'm gonna get to calling him Kofi Sarkodie Mensa. But Kofi Mensa definitely has a ring to it.
It does.
And KSM, that's cool too. That's cool too. I like that. I like that. I like the trademarks. I love that he's keeping Kofi, partially because Kofi's his real first name, which I swear I did not know that until he got released or until he left WWE. They're coming in with Swerve to highlight Belle's comments. She talks about how, you know, she doesn't mind them doing trios stuff, but she is done with the trios belts because because they're just there.
Oh,
That is one thing to me that is a little bit odd about them coming in as a trio is it's not the fact that I don't think they'll mesh well with Swerve. It's just the fact they're going to be stuck in the trios division. It's the same reason I was kind of looking sideways at putting the trios belts on Hangman. It's because I would just
yeah.
rather Hangman do more. I would rather Hangman go after Kevin Knight or Moxley or who's the other who's got the international title?
Let's get the international title. Is
Fletcher,
it,
something.
Fletcher, I think.
Like something else.
Yeah,
You know what I
Fletcher.
mean? It's like I don't. It's not him being with the New Day. It's gonna be dope. I'm sure it's gonna be dope, but I just don't want them to end up getting lost in the trio shit.
Exactly. That's my fear, and I hate those trios titles too. I've been saying it for a while. Get rid of them. Just do Freebird with your tag titles because the trios titles are like the epitome of like Collision Cowboy stuff, and it just
Yes,
means nothing at this point.
100%, 100%. All right, man. As much as it pains me to talk about this show, because unfortunately this is more than likely, and it really just grinds my gears. It really does, because just me being me just cannot fathom the idea of missing a big show. Unfortunately, we have to talk about All In. And I say unfortunately not because I'm not excited for All In. I say unfortunately because, unfortunately, the way it's looking now, All In is more than likely going to be a show we are not on here with the post show for. and it really irks me, and I'm really having a hard time with it. But again, there will be many more big
Tell me
AEW
more.
shows that we hopefully won't have to miss. But this one just kind of hurts a little bit. I can't lie. Um, so
Yeah, it's the
that
first big one.
that's cool. Oh my god,
Oh shit, that's cool.
it
I
feels
wonder
like
what
a
the
pile
mask is gonna
driver.
look like.
Uh,
I
oh,
wonder what the
dude.
mask is gonna look like soaked, because he has like the most solid, hard lucha mask in the world. I wonder if it's
It
like
looks like a
it,
straight piece of fucking bread under there, dude.
dude, it looks like a fucking them like plastic Spider-Man mask when we were kids that your parents would
Yes.
do. That's what it like looks like in terms of like hard and like it dead ass. Looks like he has a face shell for that fucking luchador mask. It is so rock solid. There's no way that thing is like fully cloth. There's no way. I feel like you could knock on it.
Dude, legit. I know that. I know his mask is hollow in a mug.
Like
But
his head.
unfortunately, barring any unforeseen circumstances, unfortunately, All in London is more than likely something we're gonna have to miss. I will be more than glad to update you guys on my thoughts when we come back.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but according to WrestleTix, we got some good news for All In. Now that we've got the bad news out of the way, All In 2026 is now at 38,909 tickets distributed. 14,000 or 1,400 have moved over the past 4 days. I don't know if they're lowering ticket prices, which in my opinion they should.
Okay.
Just as you get closer to the date, that's just for anybody really the smartest thing to do, I think. But this is great. So they're gonna have a crowd of 38,000 people. That's way bigger than they had last year. I believe last year they had 40 or not 40. I believe last year they had 24,000. This is really good for them, man, and I am so excited for All In. Again, it's killing me that we probably won't be doing a post show for it, but dude, I'm actually very pumped for All In. Very, very excited.
Very pumped for All In overall. I'm excited. They're seemingly building up a good crowd, and yes, no, it's an
Come on,
improvement
Bill.
for what is a 90,000 seat arena.
Too
They
rough.
they filled it once, but but overall, man, it's nice to see their numbers going back up and just see, just they're having good enough shows where a crowd is actually showing up for these shows. Should have this have been in Wembley Stadium? No, it shouldn't have, man. It should have been in a more reasonable stadium. But overall, man, I'm very happy that their number is increasing a little bit. I don't think they're gonna hit the 90K, but but it is nice to see that they're getting some more ticket sales.
100%. 100%. And I'm sure like, dude, next year if you go to London, which I don't think you should, but next year if you do, there's gotta
Understandably.
be a stadium that holds about 40K. There has to be. There's
That's
gotta
the
be
perfect size.
there's gotta be some, some football arena that's, not Wembley Stadium, or as Excalibur says, the cathedral of football is now gonna turn into the cathedral of professional wrestling. There has to be some place. There has to be some fucking arena or some stadium in there that doesn't hold 90K, cuz I promise you don't need Wembley, bro. You don't.
You
Like,
don't.
it's an iconic arena, great. You're about to have run it for the third time. Tony, please, please, for the love of everything, if you go back to London, go to the O2, or if the O2's too small, then there's got to be somewhere. There has to. Yes, Bell says there's tons of football stadiums in England, and I
Exactly.
figured because it's England, there has to be some stadium that holds 40K that would just be a perfect venue for AEW, man. And as a matter of fact, why can't Tony just use the arena that his football club plays in? What are we doing?
Oh yeah. Why doesn't he just do that? That would just be the most efficient. It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. I don't get why these wrestling companies always overshoot like crazy. Like, brother, what are you doing?
is it is ridiculous. Let's see. Fulham FC, I think is his. I
I think
think
that's his.
yes, Fulham FC. Okay, it's called Craven Cottage. It's in London, England. Um, it has a capacity of 25,000, which if you put fans on the floor, you could probably get like 32K in there. Like, brother,
Yeah,
please.
and you don't even have to do it all in. You could do a double or nothing there. You could do a Wrestle Dream, Full Gear. You could put anything in there and just have a fucking good little show.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Um Carol or my guy Hunter. Um
100%.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He says he's been laying a little low on wrestling lately. Hey, listen, if if I listen to if I listen to I believe that you are cursed. I was on the edge of the bridge myself.
Mhm.
In that moment, so I definitely don't blame. Thank you. I definitely don't blame you. Thank you so much for your support. Um, Really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you guys so much. So yes, I really can't say it enough. Cannot say it enough.
Truly, thank you, appreciate you, and I can't blame you for stepping away because, my God, what are these bookers doing?
I gotta say, not that we wanted to at all as a first choice, but WWE definitely made the decision a little easier. All of wrestling
Oh, they
TV really has made the decision a little
really made it a
easier.
little easier. 100%.
So, um, what is going on here? You know,
This man Logan.
you know, Bell. You know, one of the things I'm gonna miss most is our conversations about our conversations about wrestling fans being in people's business. Those are always the best bake sessions, bro. They
Those
always
really
are.
are. They're always in somebody's business, talking about someone's relationship with their coworker or their actual other relation. Wrestling fans always got something to say, man. They always do.
Belle says her team is Chelsea. Let's see.
The team is Chelsea. Okay,
Let me see this arena. Chelsea FC. Let's see. Gotcha.
I have heard of that one before. That's one I've heard about.
They play at Stamford Bridge,
Mm,
which has a capacity, brother, 40,034 seats. Please
that's
go there.
perfect.
That's
That's
literally like,
literally perfect.
dude. I'm looking at it now. First of all, that arena's or that stadium is fucking sick, and secondly, Tony, have you not seen
Just
this
go there.
place?
Just go there. And I'm sure there's like fucking 15 others just like it in the UK, bro. You just go to that arena. That's literally the perfect size, dude.
Brother, what are we doing? What are
Fucking
we
Tony
doing?
Khan.
Um, you know, Bell, sometimes I feel the same way about the Dallas Mavericks as well as the Chicago Bulls. Just put me in the front office, bro.
100%.
You know,
Literally.
I've played enough NBA my league in my time. Dude, I can make some trades happen, bro.
He gonna make a super team. They're probably gonna do, that little financial ban they had on the NBA. It's definitely getting applied to him at some point, but he's gonna make a super team, and
Come
at
on,
least he's
bro.
gonna attempt to.
Are you saying if I could turn salary cap off like I do on 2K, then you know I'll have a god squad. But are you saying my team's gonna reach the second apron? Is that what you're telling me right now?
I think they're gonna get that little rule where you can't pay too much for people. I think you're gonna Tony Khan it, and I think you're gonna be paying way too much for it for the dream team, and I think that team's gonna get shut down.
Okay, I'm all right. Hold on, let me see. So I'm looking up the difference between Stamford Bridge and oh god. All right, let's see. Stamford
Let's see
Bridge.
how far this is.
Okay, well for me, let's see how far it is from. Okay, I can. All right, there's no directions for me. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Wait, hold on.
Kind of difficult.
Let's see, Wembley
Yeah,
Stadium.
do from Wembley to
All
boom.
right. Well, that one's 4 hours away, so I'm assuming you mean Craven Cottage. It's also 4 hours away.
Man, what the hell? Same place.
Am I looking at? Wait a minute. Hold on.
Hold on. Hold on.
Wait. Hold on. I think this. No. Okay. I'm sorry. I looked at the town called Stamford Bridge. Okay. Now I got the stadium. Bro, it's 10 minutes away. What are we doing?
Oh,
I'm
10
so
minutes. That's a walk.
10
Oh, hell
fucking
no, man.
minutes. Hold on. I'm sorry. I looked up. I
It's,
think it was yeah. It's a town. Let me see. It's a town or a
or
city.
look up some random ass dynamite town.
Dude, I no, I did. I looked. What did I look up, dude? Stamford Bridge, East Riding of Yorkshire. I looked up the wrong thing. Um, I, I looked up the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I looked up the wrong thing. I accidentally went to like I went so north. Okay,
Or I went into the countryside.
no, I really I really did. Okay, yeah, they're literally fucking 10 minutes from each other. How far is this place from
That ass
Wembley?
10 minutes.
Oh, it's only an hour away from Tony. What are you doing?
Tony, you got so many arenas, bruh. Stop going to Wembley. What are you doing, man? You don't have to go to the cathedral of football now, the cathedral of wrestling. You don't have to go there, bruh. You make your own cathedral.
Bro, this joint is literally 10 minutes down the road from this dude.
That's insane. That's insane. Just go there. I'm sure he's always has to be there anyway.
Ridiculous. How stupid. Yes, please. Next year, go to Stamford Bridge. Go to Craven Cottage. Stamford Bridge. It's literally perfect, dude. 40,000 seats. Like,
42
what
is perfect.
what the fuck?
That is the most perfect, like, big pay-per-view location show arena you could ever fucking put. 42 is perfect.
Before we move over to the WWE side of things, Uncle Dave. Uncle Dave has a report regarding Tommaso Ciampa. Many people in many
No.
people in WWE, yes, many people in WWE are confused by AEW's treatment of Tommaso Ciampa. The expectation was for him was for AEW to push him to the moon. But he's been taking pinfall losses to Chris Jericho. Many talents and writers are in WWE are confused by their treatment of him. Really?
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 Oh, brother. Confused. Confused by the truth. Like, dog,
You can't make this shit up.
y'all just employed him like a year ago. And you drove him out of the company with your employment of him and your decisions for him. Yeah, he's stuck in the Jericho vortex. That sucks. But like, brother, he was driven away from your company as a whole to work for you guys. What do you mean you're appalled? And the writers and some of the talent. What talent, bro? What talent? Because
Yeah,
who was appalled? Was it fake demons back there being appalled? Oh
yeah,
man, you know that's exactly what happened to me. If I'm fucking Rusev or Matt Cardona or fucking Ricky Saints or damn near any of those fucking mid carders that went over to WWE, oh, I went over. I'm not being booked better, man. What the hell, man? What did you think he was gonna get pushed to the moon? That goes to show they have no idea how Tony Khan works, bro. He would never, ever just push what's honestly, what how WWE treated him, a mid card guy from WWE instantly to the moon. He would never do that in his life.
Um, no, you're you're good, Bill. I know what you meant, but honestly,
Oh yeah,
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think Tony Khan refuses to. I think Tony Khan wants Wembley to be his yard, and I do not think he wants WWE to run that WrestleMania there. But I'm sorry, man. Either way, it's gonna happen.
it's gonna
Tony,
happen.
brother, it's fine. Like, dude, it's never. AEW crowds are such a hardcore and unique fan base, dude. Just pack people in the arena. It doesn't fucking matter what arena you're in. It really doesn't. Like, did
You're
Double
gonna
or
get a better
Nothing
crowd reaction.
did Double or Nothing make a difference being in Arthur Ashe as opposed to the Louis Armstrong? No. It was still a
No,
fucking
it
great
didn't.
show.
Exactly.
The only difference is you're putting yourself in an arena that's too big versus putting yourself in a properly sized arena. That's that's pretty much like imagine if they were in Stamford Bridge, bro. It would damn near be a sellout. They would be
It would
4K
literally,
away from a sellout rather than
they would literally,
50.
exactly, literally 4K away, basically sold out. Now they're gonna have fucking half that arena empty. You're gonna see all the posts about it on Twitter. Like, brother, and I do get the mentality. Like they want their own MSG. In a way, is what they want. They want the place that's their own,
Cathedral.
that they can kind of like stiff arm WWE into going to. But like, you don't need that, and you really don't need that to be Wembley.
Yeah, 1000%. Now back to you, Paul.
Fucking Paul.
Is this you, Paul? Are you the guy confused about the treatment of Tommaso Ciampa? Because if anybody is confused about the treatment of Tommaso Ciampa, and if you're confused with how many pinfall losses he's taken to Chris Jericho, do you want me to fucking remind you what you had this guy doing? This dude was a part of a completely untapped tag team division that you fumbled, mind you. And also, let's not act like you did him any better. As a matter of fact, I would rather have him, and this is wild take, I would rather have him losing to Chris Jericho than walking around in a backstage segment with a shirt that says "Don't call me a jackass," and his whole gimmick was him getting mad at people calling him a jackass. Meanwhile, this is the same fucking. At least in AEW, again, he's losing to Chris Jericho, but he's still at least putting on good matches. And I know good matches isn't everything, and Tommaso Ciampa isn't, you know. Isn't nearly reaching the potential he should be in AEW, and yes, they should be putting him in stories, and yes, he should be developing his character. At least I would rather have him be in AEW, at least getting match time, than being in WWE and all he gets is backstage segments where he's completely crashing out over being called a jackass. Take your poison. Again, they both fucking suck, but I'd rather have him doing what he's doing in AEW. To be honest, bro. Do not
100%.
do not fucking sit there and act like you did him any better. Give me a break.
They're appalled, bro. They're appalled.
They're
They thought he
appalled
was
and
gonna get pushed to the moon.
confused. I was confused why DIY wasn't as big as they should have been on the main roster.
I'm,
That's what I'm
I'm
most
confused,
confused about.
but I'm confused why Johnny Gargano's still planking backstage and in fucking meet and greets. Dude, I swear to God, if I ever pay in the modern era for a Johnny Gargano meet and greet and he's trying to fucking land a plank, I'm gonna tell his ass to get up and take a real picture with me because you deserve better. The fuck you laying down for? What the fuck? What?
Completely butchered my goat, dude. What the fuck are we doing? One of the most talented in-ring performers that I've ever seen, and he's planking.
The
Fuck you,
OG
Paul.
kick out demon is planking backstage. What the fuck?
Ridiculous. Now that we move on to WWE here, before that, the last time for now, we got a word from none other than W Energy, man. W Energy, the official energy drink. What we do here at NHP. W energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics formulated to improve focus without getting the jitters. W is a clean formula, sugar-free, 0-calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings with 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. You can get your W products today with the link below and code NHP. At checkout, save yourselves 10% on your next W purchase.
Really always gotta shout out Dubby, man. Whether work out, whatever you may need the energy for, man. No matter what it is, keeping the focus, keeping the energy, man. Keeping focused for the big return, man. Whatever you need the energy for, Dubby's gotcha. It'll give you all that, and it'll taste good all at the same time. Truly always. Gotta shout out Dubby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you as always. And shout out to the wonderful people over at W, the official sponsor of what we do here at NHP. Speaking on more WWE type news, this one isn't completely WWE. This is regarding WWE and their rating that is possibly soon. According to Uncle Dave, in an update on WWE potentially rating CMLL, the belief the belief right now is that WWE are looking to fill AAA TV with major AAA names and WWE wrestlers and aren't looking for anyone new. Although Persephone is expected to receive an offer if she becomes available. Bro, I
Kill.
understand Persephone is really fucking good. What is their obsession with Persephone, bro?
Dude, like, they love her, and I really like her too, and I really hope that
Yeah.
TK signs her and she does good and whatnot. But like, holy hell, what is WWE's obsession with Persephone, bro? They are scratching and clawing to steal her, bro. Out of all the people to steal, that's your like number one priority is Persephone. Uh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, a little confusing. Cannot lie.
random.
A little confused there. Um, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that they aren't looking for anyone new, I'm sorry, but your AAA, like, you need better original AAA names. Like, all the names that
Oh
are
yeah,
good on AAA, or that at least pique my interest on AAA, I can name you one name: El
yeah.
Hijo del Vikingo. He is the only one that, like, even remotely, because, like, look at the state of AAA. Like, they're doing really good for themselves. It's all WWE guys. Like, I think you need, and I think you could definitely use the help from, like, some of the CMLL guys, or like even like putting, like, they signed Santos Escobar to put him in AAA, but then they released him. And they're doing really good down there, but it is all WWE people. You have Omos, you have Dom, you have the War Raiders, and all really good acts, and they're doing better on AAA television than they're doing on WWE. Kaiser, El Grande Americano, like, all these guys are doing so good, but you do need better original names, because,
Original.
like, if you look at, like, I don't know if you've seen the rumor on who's supposed to win the tournament, the Luchador tournament. If you look
Oh
at the
no.
names that anybody, if you look at the names in that tournament, like, there's no
Which one?
original names from AAA that I say, oh, I want to see this person face Roman Reigns. And it shows,
No.
because the projected winner of the tournament is Penta, which is what I want to
Exactly.
see. But you gotta position yourself for AAA, where, I think you do need better original names down there.
I think they really do. I think WWE do love their AAA originals because for WWE they are the most perfect for WWE originals, man. Like Mr. Iguana and all the people in the clown stuff and
Psycho Clown and El
Psycho
Pagano.
Clown and Pelgano and fucking all them and they are like they're luchadors that WWE would like. Like personally, I actually am more interested if I have to pick one in the CML guys than the AAA guys for the most part because
Mm-hmm.
they're like actually like not just joke gimmicks and I don't mean that to like shit on the AAA guys but like at least for me I would 1,000% rather take a Mystico over a fucking Psycho Clown or a Pagano or a La Parka for me personally, man. But I get WWE's mentality because those luchadors scream WWE isms that they love. Like, I really don't think they would love a Mystico and a Hechicero and a Masquerada Dorada. I really think they actually really do like them because they're very WWE-esque people, if that makes sense. Like, if I have to pick one for the company originals, I'm picking CMLL personally, man. And WWE's not looking at their guys. I think they should, but in terms of their mentality, I get why that makes sense to me because a lot of those
Mm.
AAA guys scream WWE type of luchadors they would like. So it doesn't shock me actually.
Yeah, and if you were to compare like the Mexican promotions to like terms that I guess we as like North American or like UK or Japan fans would understand, AAA is like the WWE of Mexico. Meanwhile, CMLL is like the New Japan of Mexico. Like AAA, they're gonna focus on like heavy characters and things that resonate, like character wise. Meanwhile, CMLL's like about as hardcore luchador as you can get. Like it's more focused on the wrestling, I would say, or like it's like the AEW of you know it's like the AEW of Mexico. Meanwhile, again, AAA is more like the WWE. They're more of like the sports entertainment, which is why a lot of like a lot of people don't like a lot of people in Mexico don't like AAA is because they've always kind of had that image about them. But either way, I think AAA is good. I think it's good to have both of the contradicting styles in Mexico. You obviously can't have two big companies that are completely like each other. It's one
At the
reason
same time.
why, again, yeah, it's one reason why I do like how AEW does focus a little bit more on matches, maybe sometimes more than they should. But I do like that because it's opposing to WWE. You can't just be you can't just do things that WWE does. So I get it, but I think, and that does make sense. I do understand why they would probably not like a lot of like the CMLL guys is because they're not really too much of gimmicks as they are just luchadors. And sometimes that's a problem in AEW as well, is that these guys have too little of personality. But at the end of the day, I think they definitely should either look at some of these CMLL guys who do have big names and who do have a following in Mexico. Either that, or you really should work on some of your original names. Again, because a lot of these guys in AAA, I'm sure they're good, but they just don't get the focus that like an El Grande or a Dom or a Viking Raiders or War Raiders. I always call them that. Or an Omas would get. At least from what I see, it's more of the WWE acts that do get more of the love, and I think you should put a little bit more focus into um your homegrown AAA guys. Personally, I just think that would help overall, the overall health of the brand. And not that the brand is in bad health, but for the future, you know what I mean, you can't just rely on these WWE guys. So
Exactly.
speaking of WWE guys and AAA, Dom, talk about Dom all the time, right?
Or Dom.
Indeed. According to False Finish, Dominic Mysterio is reportedly frustrated with the difference in his booking between WWE and AAA. One source noted that Mysterio believes that he should be booked in more of a serious way on WWE TV, and he's currently holding the most important championship in AAA. Mysterio would like to see his character portrayed the same instead of it seeming like he's two separate people on two different shows. Well, Dom, I could say at least it's a little bit better than Roman Reigns' case, okay? He's two different people on one show.
Same show, actually.
But all jokes aside, yeah, we've been saying it like we've been saying it when it comes to multiple people. Can they take notes from Undertaker? Because dude, you look at the difference in like the War Raiders from
Mm-hmm.
WWE TV to AAA. They look like beasts over there. Dom is the man in AAA. He comes over to WWE TV and he's losing to fucking Danhausen and Dragon Lee.
Oh, it's so fucked.
I say it I say it so much, dude. What is there not to understand with this guy being a legitimate future of your business, future of your company? This is how you do him. Again, WWE likes to sit there and brag all the time. Oh, we got all these young guns and yada yada yada. I promise you, before you blink, Dominic is going to be 38 years old and you probably still will have not done anything with him. Get it
Mm-hmm.
together. Get it together. This guy's frustrated, and he's frustrated for a reason. And how disrespectful is that to the work that AAA has put in on Dom Mysterio, where they work hard to portray him in a serious light because he deserves it. He goes over to WWE TV and you completely spit in his face and you spit in Undertaker's face and he's walking around bullying Danhausen for human monies. How disrespectful is that, bro? Get a grip.
So disrespectful. They really need to get a grip, bro. I get his frustrations, man, because he's actually serious in AAA, and then he has to go to fucking Raw, be with this bum ass group, the Judgment Day, and lose to bums like Danhausen, man. And I like Dragon Lee, I really do. He shouldn't be beating Dominic Mysterio. He shouldn't. That's just how it is, man. Dominic should be built up truly as a future thing, and I only think future about him right now with the way WWE things, with the way WWE works, is commentary constantly saying future. There is nothing I hate more than commentary saying the word future at this point because it means nothing. They say it for Javon Evans. They say it for Dom. They say it for Braun Breaker. They say it for fucking Dragon Lee too, that he's the future of Lucha Libre. Brother, you say everybody's the future, but you're not actually investing in the future. If the word future out of those commentaries' mouth means nothing, man. And it could mean everything. Dom, phenomenal talent, dude. Phenomenal. He could be a phenomenal, cocky asshole, but they make him a scared loser for no reason. They do him horribly. He deserves so much better, and I really wish they would actually take the time to invest in Dominic.
Brother, I tell you. I tell you. Yes, so that is the news on Dom. Next up, we got some news on let's talk about this news on Haku. So Haku recently debuted here with his um, adopted son Tamatanga, and I don't know what
Three
Hikaleo
girls
is
on
to him,
pod.
but yeah, he took his son's spot, bro. Um, Haku. Brother, did I lose it? I lost it. Ah, here it is. According to Mike Johnson, a PW insider, while we have not heard 100% if Haku is full time, he is in Boston ahead of tonight's SmackDown taping and will be appearing tonight.
So he's at every show. So he's full time.
I'm telling you this right now. If he's not full time, what in the world were you thinking? Did you just get him back because he's Haku and you think that was this a last resort effort for some type of interest in in these Tongans?
I think it was. I think that's what this was. I think it was a latch dish effort for some momentum, some intrigue, some investment from the fans into the Tongans, and it literally hasn't worked out because no one has fucking talked about these two ever since the moment where Haku, joined them and debuted himself with them on television, bro. It means nothing. Dude, and their booking of those two is so bad. They are dragging Haku to main event with them as for their main event match. Insane work for Haku, man. This man has to travel around to walk out with them for main event.
That is so terrible. I feel bad for this dude, bro. They got this poor guy back to try to garner interest for their creative failures. Poor Haku, bro.
It's horrible.
Speaking of things regarding SmackDown, the women's world champion, Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green has a broken orbital bone. According to Uncle Dave, Chelsea at this point is not expected to be stripped of the interim title. She is expected to be back on television, but not wrestling imminently. She is not expected to be removed or stripped of the championship.
WWE, they're never gonna experiment again after this, dude.
They never learn.
Oh man, I'm so terrified. They have the most anti-experimental mentality, and the fact that they finally experimented and she happened to be injured right after it happened. Oh man, they're never gonna experiment again. Oh god, I'm so scared.
Yeah. Now the safe them going with the safe options is completely going to ramp up to a 10. It's going to ramp up to a 10 now. This is this is interesting, man, because I'll say this will be okay as long as she's not out of action for more than a month. If she has to be out of action for more than a month, again, it sucks, but you might as well just fucking strip her again, dude. Because, like, dude, I understand, maybe they don't want to immediately do that again, but how much does it just kill a title and kill a division for somebody to just be sitting around, just holding the title,
Yeah.
sitting around, doing whatever the fuck? It can be so bad for the division, almost detrimental to the division. Again, let's just hope she is not out of action for a long period of time, because if she is and they're going to keep the title on her, this is going to kill the division all over again, just like it did with Rhea Ripley holding the title but being gone forever.
Yep, that's exactly what it's gonna do, man. So hopefully she's not out for too long. But if so, it might pain them to do it, but just strip them again and just do another thing to crown somebody because, my God, you need a title steadily on television.
100%. 100%, man. So, with that, we have some news on the SmackDown Women's Division as well. According to WrestleVotes, WWE is expected to shift SmackDown talent to Raw to balance out the rosters, impending the debuts of Tatum Paxley, which we already seen, and Lola Vice, who is also heavily rumored to come up to SmackDown as well.
No,
Go ahead, please. I know what you're going to say. Please.
you know, when WWE says they're gonna balance the rosters, they're gonna have fucking Adam Pearce and fucking Nick Aldis just say you have been traded to like two separate people, and they're gonna move like two people. What they should be doing, if you wanna balance the rosters, is this fabled thing that when two rosters of talent of a sports thing do to balance it out, they do this thing called a draft. And when you do this thing called a draft, you balance out the rosters, and you can make the balancing of rosters its whole interesting thing to watch, and you balance the rosters at the same time. I don't know if they ever heard of this mythical thing called a draft, spelled DRAFT, Paul. That's how it's spelled if you want to look it up. You could do that. You could just do that, and that'll also solve your men's and tag and mid card and everything. That would solve a lot of your problems, Paul.
Dude, that's like some of the that's like and we talk about it all the time, bro, but like and I feel like over the past couple months I've definitely gave up on the idea, but like dude, do you not understand like A, how pivotal a draft is to like balance out your rosters, and B, that's one of the more fun episodes of wrestling. Like for us as
Oh
wrestling
yeah.
fans, we fucking love getting a draft episode where we can, you know, we can assess the situation, we can put the rosters out on paper, see who's on which brand together, what feuds they can do, yada yada yada. Like it's fun for us to do the same way it's fun for, NBA fans or NFL fans or fans of any sport really to do mock drafts and say, okay, well, they can get this guy, he can fit into their lineup here, they can run this kind of, they can run yada yada yada. It's the same thing with wrestling fans, dude. We love that kind of shit. And you take majority of things that we deem fun away from us. And the draft, literally ever since I was a kid, was always one of my favorite episodes of TV. And that was one thing that I like really loved, that like Vince understood that. He understood that like you need these special these yearly specials of shows to just spice things up, make it fun for your fan base. Now Vince wasn't always good at making them fun, but he at least understood the
Oh,
concept of like, how can we make this fun? What can we do to spice something up? And a lot of times, dude, and again, the draft always sat atop. Whether it was like Raw Roulette or any of the other shows they would do, the draft was always one of my favorite shows as a kid to watch. And even as an adult, it was so fun to watch. Like, it's so fun to watch. And like, you took that away from us, and now you're expected to shift people. And instead of doing a draft episode to make it fun, they're just gonna have somebody say their SmackDown deal is up, and then they're talking to Adam Pearce, and boom, they're on the show. Like, dude, make it fun, bro. Make it fun. And like, there's so many ways you can do a draft. There's so many ways you can do a draft. Like, again, you can obviously do a physical draft on one of your shows. You can do a standalone draft and just have it be a special on ESPN. You can make it so fun, dude. You could draft people, and you could maybe have you could have half of the draft be done, and then you could have Nick Aldis make a pick that stings Adam Pearce a little bit. So then he proposes a trade with people that he just drafted a couple rounds before. Like, dude, there's so many ways you could do it, and you fall short of it every time, and then we just hear shit like this. They need to balance rosters. No shit. You haven't done a fucking draft, you dimwit, in 2 years,
mm-hmm.
and you're worried about the
2 years.
rosters being balanced.
They're
Nice.
not balanced in the slightest, bruh. And like you said, those episodes are so fun, especially if you like really commit and you put the rosters all together in a little area, and they get to react to where they're going, and then you could see what happens, when groups get split up or when old rivalries are put in the same show. It's like you could do so much cool shit with one of those episodes, and they don't, and they're just gonna fucking walk on the other show and just call it a day. And it's going to be the most random people, too, every time. Triple H just picks the most random nobodies to move, and it means nothing half the time.
Lazy as fuck. Um, let's see, man. We got Zilla Fatu. As we wind down here, we got one more after this. Zilla Fatu. According to False Finish, sources indicate that Zilla Fatu was always expected to debut in WWE and NXT using the name Zilla Fatu. There was never any talk of changing Fatu's name prior to his arrival, which is why commentary was able to outright say his name last night. Didn't I say? And I feel like, and I've said this a long time ago, I think the reason he's going to be allowed to be called Zilla Fatu is for the same reason AJ got to be AJ Styles. It's because AJ's got that giant AJ tattoo right on his stomach, and
Yep.
Zilla has a giant Z right on his neck. And I feel like that is the reason he is going to be allowed to be Zilla Fatu. Now, they could have always named him, something else like fucking Xander, something.
Zeke.
Xander, Zeke,
Yeah.
some, Zeke
Zeke
Tongan
Sokoa.
or yeah, Zeke Sokoa or some shit. But I had a feeling this was going to be the case. It just is a little annoying how he gets to keep his name. Meanwhile, Ricky Starks can't be Ricky Starks. And, Mariah May can't be Mariah May. And all these other people that come in that have to have the name change from hell. Bro, again, man, it is just something that, I'm happy for him. He got to keep his name, but it just does kind of suck with the amount of people that come in and have, unfortunately, like, to get their name changed.
No, 100%. It's so frustrating because, like, I'm happy for Zilla. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see how he is, man. I know Twitter fucking shits on him, man. I'm intrigued to see how it is. And he's in NXT, he's in developmental. So, if he isn't that great, he could always, develop in developmental. Crazy concept for some people, man.
Yeah.
But I am glad he got to keep his name, man. But, like you said, it just gets to you because, like, you couldn't just call him Mike Santana. You couldn't just call him Royce Keys, especially, dude. Right now, in the current like set of name changes,
Cruz.
it's Mike Santana for me, bro. Because like Cruz, 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 Cruz. What was it, Montana? Cruz, Montana.
Yeah, Cruz Montana.
Um, that's what the fuck it is, man. Like I'm happy for Zilla. He couldn't just be Mike Santana, bro, or just Santana. Just
Yes.
say you couldn't just do Santana, bro. Santana would have been fine, bro. But overall, man, I am happy for Zilla. Like you said, that big Z probably helped him. They could have named him, Zinc Sokoa, but
Zing.
they didn't. And he got to keep Zilla Fatu, which I'm very happy for, man. And I'm intrigued to see how he goes, man. I'm intrigued to see how he goes.
I also think it does help that there is another Fatu that was already blessed with keeping the name
The
Fatu.
Fatu.
Um,
That
you
does
know,
help.
I think that definitely does help. Bell says, Roman told WWE he's keeping his name. That
That's true.
either that or The Rock. I'm sure it's one of them. But yeah, 100%, man, 100%. It is it is quite frustrating to see all the people coming down on Zilla saying, this guy sucks. Okay, that's great. If you think he sucks, he's going to a place called the Performance Center, which is where they train you to perform. It's a center
Better.
where they perform to be better. He will be fine. And if he's not going to be fine, then he's going to end up like Lance and Hawaii. Okay? That he's not going to make it, right? So again, I think Zilla's going to be fine, man. I really I'm really excited to see what he does, man. I've always kept an eye on him really since he debuted. He's kind of always been WWE bound. I feel like we always knew that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what he does, and I'm excited to see the guy get better. Again, Solo Sokoa went through the all I'm glad for is that he went through the NXT system, because if he were to get
Hmm.
straight called up to the bloodline, then I probably wouldn't have been too happy with that, bro, because again, the stuff that I see from Zilla, he's not bad. Okay, and I have seen the clips of him botching. Guys, that doesn't tell the whole story. That almost never tells the whole story. From the things
No.
I've seen from him in the ring, he's not that bad. Again, I don't think he's main roster ready yet, but he's going to get there. He's going to be fine. And again, if he's not, then he's going to end up like Lance and Hawaii, or he's going to end up like Hikuleo, where they're probably going to give up on him, and he's going to be a fucking uninteresting, boring character on just another Samoan dynasty guy on the roster, which I really don't think that's going to be the case. I think he's going to get a lot better. Again, very just frustrating to see people coming down on the guy already. It's like they expect all these people to be, finished products upon coming to NXT. Like that's not the point.
Literally not the point of NXT and Bell. You're saying here, we always say it. If it was AEW, they would be fucking. Oh, look at that! We finally have a smart member of the family of the
Yes.
bloodline family. It's all about location. It's all about location. That's all that matters.
Yes. 100%. They did the same thing to Solo when it was like, oh, Solo might go to AEW. Everybody was like hyping him up, and then he goes to WWE and he's a scrub. He's a fat scrub that can't wrestle. And come on, bro,
Makes no sense.
yes. But yeah. So that is the news on Zilla Fatu. Looking like he's getting to keep his name, man. So I'm excited for him. Again, I just wish they would treat other people with the same grace and letting them keep their name. Cruz, Montana.
Cruz, Montana.
Dude, Mike Santana didn't get to keep his name, but we have fucking Joe Henry on the show. What the fuck?
The one that pisses me off more. Joe Henry gets to keep his bum ass name for his bum ass self, but Mike Santana can't keep his name. That's crazy to me.
Wild. Our final story for today, Bally. We got an update on Bailey, man. First, have you? Oh, that was one thing I meant to mention. When we were talking about Jacob Fatu, did you hear the news on his original debut plans?
No, I didn't.
Michael Hayes pitched the idea to have him come out wearing a ski mask. And I guess Triple H walked over and said, you mean to tell me you're gonna put him in a mask and everybody's supposed to pretend that they don't know who this is? So I guess he told Jacob to take the fucking mask off. But yeah, they wanted him to be he wasn't gonna be a hoodie warrior, he was gonna be a ski mask warrior.
Michael fucking Hayes needs to be fucking disintegrated, dude. He needs to be gone. Because my God, his ideas are the absolute worst thing on planet Earth almost every time. My God.
They are. They are.
They didn't do that to Rey Mysterio too, Bell.
What did they do to
They wanted Rey Mysterio, remember? Especially because, he was at All In. They fucking really wanted. I still see posts that he should be in AEW. I still see that to this day. They do that to Rey Mysterio too.
They did. Yes, they did do him like, yes, they coerced him into signing so Dom can have access to the Performance Center. I do remember that.
All that shit.
It's wild stuff. So yeah. Our final story for today. According to WrestleVotes, while there is no substantial update on Bayley's contract status in WWE, it was said that a social media video she posted did not land well with everyone. It was relayed that the video she posted of highlights of her training at different locations with different wrestlers, including Mercedes Moné, was viewed by some backstage as eyebrow raising. Who the fuck wrote that? The Rock? Eyebrow raising. I'm smelling a little bit of copium here. I'm smelling a little bit of we can't fathom that Bayley is going to possibly leave us.
Oh, dude, that's what it is. And speaking of that post, did you see the song that was accompanied with that post?
Oh, dude, oh my God, I remember here. What song was it?
It was a song titled All In.
Oh, yes, that's what it was. Yeah, definitely smelling a little bit of copium here, and she is the fact that they're pressed about her working with Mercedes Moné. what about all the times we see videos of Swerve Strickland in the Heart Dungeon? Like, what does it matter?
Yeah.
Like, you can't dictate the fact that these two ladies are real life best friends. Like, are you kidding? Like, what?
You can't. Like this company really expects its own tribalism to run so deep that these people cut off their friendships and act like human beings that they know don't exist because they're not employed by the same company. It's a wild mentality they have, and their eyebrows are raised at the postman. To me, that's just an indication of just how these type of people react to anything. And if I was Bailey, man, I know where I'm looking, man. I'm looking for Russell Dream. I'm looking to wherever she might go. I'm also I heard there was rumors that her contract might not be up now till like the start, like January of 2027. Her contract
Oh
stuff's
man.
all over the place, man. But wherever it ends up, I just have a feeling she is gonna leave, man. And if that's what she wants, good for her, man. I'm gonna watch Bailey wherever she's at, man. And WWE, they really don't help their case, bro. They really don't.
They don't. And honestly, too, one thing that I do not think helps their case at all, and this is just a prediction from me, but you have Bailey, who, again, the only reason this is eyebrow raising is because um her contract is coming up. For years, how many times have we seen Bailey backstage for Mercedes' biggest moments? Like, legit, that is
Yep.
her best friend. Like, get the fuck out of here with this eyebrow raising bullshit, first of all. And second of all, not only do I think Bailey's gone because of the creative, and again, this next part is just a prediction. I have a feeling if they attempt to renegotiate Bailey's contract with her, I have a feeling it is going to be the ultimate low ball. I feel like they think that Bailey is past her prime. I feel like she doesn't. I feel like they think that she doesn't really have much left to give. And I don't really think they're going to want much to do with her in that sense. I really do feel that. I really think that they look at somebody like Bailey and they say, well, her best days are behind her, and she's she's not what she once was, and she's only getting up there in age, so let's lowball the fuck out of her. And I really think all those factors are going to lead to Bailey going to All In, and or Bailey being All In with AEW. I don't know if she's going to be at All In, probably not, but she is All In with AEW, and she knew what she was doing, bro. And I'm excited to get her in
Hmm.
AEW, man. I think AEW is going to value her, and I think there's so many new people and new feuds, and new things for her to do in AEW, and I'm excited to see to let the rose shine a little bit.
100%. I'm very excited to see how she does, who she faces, what she get up to over there. I think she'll really make the best out of it.
100%. 100%.
Damn.
Well, guys, unfortunately, that is going to do it for this edition of NHP. This is the What's Next, the Future of NHP episode. And after a week of waiting, you guys have finally figured out what is next for NHP. Um, again, this is only for now. The last time is not now, but it's the last time for now. And when it's time, we will announce when we will be back. And I'm already thinking about the date. I'm already excited about it. Whenever it is, I'm already excited to hop back on here, chat it up with you guys. I'm already looking forward to it. It already makes me excited. Um, but truly, one last time, thank you all. Thank you all for what's been 6.5 years of an amazing, amazing full-time run of NHP. Thank you guys for sticking with us through the hard times, through the good times. Whether you were rocking with our opinions, what we were saying, or whether you weren't, we thank you guys so much for everything. You guys have made this run so special and so rewarding, going from where we were from episode 1 all the way up until now. I don't know what I expected NHP to be when we started it, but I can confidently say you guys have passed and exceeded all expectations through this time of the podcast, man. And although things are going to look different, things are not going to be over. We still got a lot of gas left in the tank, and there is no stopping in sight, man. But things will have to change for now.
Exactly, man. Things will have to change for now. Thank you guys for the 6 year full time journey. It's been truly incredible. Just making friendships with you guys that truly, just feel like they'll last forever. Which I hope they do, man. I think they will. We made friendships through this show of what we do, and it's incredible to see, man. And this full time run was truly incredible. It was truly a part of my everyday life, and I love it, man. But I'm gonna love whatever we do next, however we do it. When we get to be back, man, we will be back, and will be exciting, man. And I will love to see you guys when that happens, man. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the future, and we're only in the second inning, and I can't wait to see how it evolves in the future.
Yes, and an evolution is what this is. So,
Exactly.
to all you guys, man, thank you guys so much, everybody who came out in the live chat. Mr. Walking Down and Cut They Shiz Off, my brother Gotti, Manager Logan, my sister, Belle, and we got my guy JT, and of course my guy Hunter. Thank you guys so much. JT, see you later. Thank you guys. We love you guys. This is not a goodbye. This is a see you soon, and we will see you all for NHP, The Homecoming.
Peace.